Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the participants joining us today for our session on CV drafting. We are delighted to have you all with us this evening. Whether you are preparing for your first internship, a moot court opportunity, or future legal career, today's session will help you understand how to create a professional and impactful legal CV. We'll begin in just a moment. Before we formally begin, let me ask you, have you ever wondered what makes a legal CV stand out? What common mistakes should be avoided while drafting a CV? How can a well structured CV improve your chances of securing internships and job opportunities? Your CV is your first impression, and a well drafted CV not only showcases your qualifications but also reflects your professionalism. Today's session on CV drafting will help us understand the essentials of preparing an effective legal CV, including its structure, formatting, mistakes, and practical tips. We are confident that today's discussion will equip everyone with the knowledge needed to build a strong professional profile. Today's session is organized by the Collective Counsel, a platform dedicated to bridging the gap between legal education and practical learning. Do mentorship opportunities, skill based program, career focused trainings. Our objective is simple. Young legal professionals and law students are helped develop practical skills, gain meaningful knowledge, and prepare themselves for successful legal careers. It's now my privilege to introduce our esteemed speaker for today's session, Advocate Rakshit Kapoor, sir. Sir is a distinguished legal practitioner who primarily appears before the Honorable Delhi High Court, various high courts, subordinate courts, and tribunal across India. His practice encompasses civil, commercial, constitutional, and service law matters, along with contract drafting, legal advisory for startups and companies. With his extensive litigation and advisory experience, he brings valuable practical insights into professional standards. On the behalf of the Collective Council, I extend my a very warm welcome to you, sir. Without any further delay, I request Advocate Rakshit Kapoor, sir, to kindly take over the session. Over to you, sir.
I hope I'm audible to everyone.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Good evening,
Okay.
sir.
Very good evening to all of you. So before starting with the session, I have one very quick question from all of you. How many of you believe that your CV is good enough? Or how many of you believe that your CV is that appropriate that you will land a tier one or tier two internship or job or whatever you are looking for? Gosh, Prajapati. Including, so I don't think so. Okay. 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 So, how many of you, Farha Shah said, I need new CV. Okay. Utkarsh, ATS score was 72. Okay. Can anyone tell me what is ATS? Tanishq Thakur, can we add certificate in CV? Yes, you can add the certificate in CV, but this Q&A session will be taken after the session. I will explain in detail. First, applicant tracking. That is the full form, ATS, applicant tracking system. But how does it work? What is the benefit of ATS? How to get that benefit from the ATS? Okay. So I have reviewed numerous CVs. I have before this also I have conducted one session on the CV drafting, and in that too there were many doubts regarding ATS and regarding the job stimulations, that how the CVs will be selected for job. So how many of you are looking for a job in tier one, tier two firms, boutique firms, or in legal law chambers, law offices? Still looking for internships. Okay, Ria Tyagi, when in your all skills are mentioned, which job seeker needed? Ria, could you tell me that if all the skills are mentioned in the CV, so is it confirmed that you will be hired for that particular job or that internship? Okay, my very first question was this. Now, another thing I want to know is how many of you are looking for tier one, tier two job or internship, or how many of you are looking for internships or jobs in the chamber, law offices? Bhavna Lal. Yes, yes, Bhavna. Internship. Okay. Okay. So there is a PPT. I hope everyone is able to see that PPT on the screen itself. The PPT contains various formats, but all the CVs are different. Some are curated for the tier one, tier two firms. Some are curated for legal offices, law chambers. Some are curated for in-house counsels. See, whenever we draft CV, there are certain requirements. I am doing in the form. So there are certain criteria, there are certain parameter which we have to see that is the CV accurate in that form. There is a flow whenever we draft. Not only it's not only about CV. In the legal field, whenever you draft anything, it goes in a chronology. Likewise, it is in the CV also. Whenever you draft your CV, make sure that your credentials, your particulars are visible to the HR or to the whosoever is hiring or whosoever is giving you the internship. Could you please share the next slide of the PPT? So the very first CV template is the ATS friendly CV template. Okay. Now the CV template, which is ATS friendly, doesn't mean that you have included all the skills, all the certifications, and if you are scoring very well, if you are having a 9 CGPA in college and a good score in the 12th or 10th standard, you will surpass this ATS. It's not according to that. ATS is the Utkarsh, or might be someone has told the full form of the ATS in the chat box. It's the applicant tracking system. So whenever you apply for a job and you put your CV in that particular application, no HR is there to see that template or to see your CV. This is for only for the tier one and tier two firms I am talking about. No HR, no human is there to review your CV. You send the application, they have a very good softwares which assess your CV, and after that they simply reject it. Now, can anyone tell me why the CV gets rejected from the tier one, tier two firms? Vanshika told that ATS is applicant tracking system. It is it's kind of a software in which this is the ATS is there, and it evaluates your CV. Harshpreet Kaur is saying not drafted well. Akash is saying they are rejected by software initially. So on what basis the software rejects your CV? That is my question.
When specifications are not given correctly,
Okay, one of the point.
Sir, when the CV lacks keywords,
Okay, yes.
यस सर,
So
उसमें जो भी
When
स्किल्स मेंशन किए रहते हैं वो मेंशन ही नहीं होती हमारे सीवी में।
requirements के according नहीं होते तब।
जी।
okay, okay. See, someone has stated that when you don't mention keywords, ATS is all about the keywords. If you are applying in a tier one firm which deals in, I might say, text, for example, I hope everyone has heard about the LKS, Lakshmi Kumar and Sridharan attorneys, or Khaitan. Okay, so whenever you apply in such a big firms, the ATS is setted accordingly that it look for the keywords. If you are applying in the dispute resolution team of Khaitan, so they will look for those particular keywords that yes, have you worked in litigation? Yes. But have you done any sort of legal research? Yes. Now after the keywords, ATS check the format of that CV. If that format is accurate, it is the everything is in the chronology, the ATS passes that CV to HR. Then at that moment, HR gets the CV and it evaluates the CV, and then you are offered the internship or job. So skills matter, but not that much. But what matters is keywords and correct format. Could you please share the next slide so I can share the format of ATS friendly CV? See, so this is the format for the ATS friendly CVs. If anyone is seeking a job or internship in tier one like Khaitan, LKS, AZB, Trilegal, then your CV should be drafted in a very clear and precise manner. As I told earlier, also your particulars should be very clear. So these are your particulars. Your full name will be on the top of the CV, following with your specialization, your course, BA, BCom, whatever you guys are pursuing. Then a university name is not mandatory, but if you write, then it impacts, because to be very honest and very frank with you guys, some firms are very partial towards the NLUs. So they have formatted their ATS likewise. They only accept the applications from the NLUs only. And the year of graduation, this is only for those who are pursuing, who are passed out, who have been passed out from the law college. Those who are still in the law college should not write the year of graduation like this. After that, your phone number, email address, city state is not mandatory, but yes, LinkedIn profile is very, very, very crucial in your CV. If you guys are seeing towards big firms, like you want to be there in tier one firms, whatever the firm will be, I am not particularly naming any one firm. Ongoing can be right, or from AY 25 till present. So those who are still in the law colleges and they are pursuing the degree, the method changes. We don't write the year of graduation on the top, because it gives a different impact. The company sees it from a different point of view. Only those who have passed out from the law colleges are should write their year of graduation on the top. After that, phone number, and now the thing is email address. When I have reviewed the CVs, I have seen the email addresses. Many students have written, for example, their nickname is Bittu or anything like that. So they have created their email addresses on their nicknames. See, ATS also checks this thing also. If your email address is very vague and it is not reflecting the professionalism and it's not formal, your CV will not get to the HR. It will be rejected before that only. And this is not only for the tier one, tier two firms. This requirement is for each and every CV. Either you are applying in firms, in-house councils, chambers. See, there are many good chambers which evaluate the CV. They have team to evaluate the CVs. So these things matters. You should be very formal. You should be very precise in your CV. After that, your education. Now, what I suggest, I always suggest one thing, that whenever you draft this education column, don't write it like this. Create a table, start from 10th, 12th, then college, or your college, 12th or 10th. It should be in one order. Either started from your 12th grade, for example, you will create a column, there will be serial number, then your this college name, university name, school name, or before that write class or your specialization or your course which are you currently pursuing with, then the board or the college, and then the percentage, what percentage you have obtained. And only three things should be there: your 12th percentage, 10th, and college, and it should be in a particular order. Don't write it like this. First serial number one, so and so college, so and so class, so and so percentage, then serial number two, so and so, so and so, so and so. It looks very chaotic. There should be a tidiness in this CV. After that, following your educational part, there should be internship experience, that where you have interned. Now in this, I always suggest on the first internship which is shown should be your last internship which you have been there. So for example, if Utkarsh has interned at last in XYZ chamber, so he should write XYZ chambers, Delhi. Month is not necessary, only year, in which year. Or if you want to write a month, then write accurate month, starting from January till March, starting from January till February, whatever the period you have interned. In that, you should write that what you have done. Now, I have also seen this thing. Students write conducted research, drafted legal documents. This is not the accurate form. This is not how you draft your CV, and this is not how you work on your internship. No, because you cannot personally use ATS. It's very expensive, and it's not easily available. You have to get ATS checked from someone who has the particular software. So now I was telling about this thing, that how to write. See, in this template also, it is written researched and drafted case summaries. It will be rejected outrightly there and then only. No one will see this. You have to elaborate. You have to mention accurately what you have done. So now, if I say assisted in preparation of so and so case type, so and so document, or to be very precise, assisted in preparation of writ petition, what you have assisted, how you have assisted. In this assistance, there comes clerical work, there comes advocate work, how you have assisted, what skill you have used in that particular writ petition. So now, conducted statutory and regulatory research. See, if you are doing legal internship, then it's a very basic understanding that you will conduct regulatory research only. You will not go beyond the scope of law. So you have to specific each and everything. See, whenever CV is reviewed, the very first and very last question is why. If you say I have assisted in preparation of writ petition, or I have conducted so and so research, I will ask why and how. And at that time, majorly students fail during the interviews. They draft some of students are very good. They draft CVs from ChatGPT, but when interview is there, they are not able to justify what they have done. Priti Yadav is saying, Aditya Sharma, sir, I don't have 9 CGPA. Can I exclude CGPA from a CV? Aditya, I have one question, not only to you, to everyone. Does 9 CGPA or 9.5, 8.5 CGPA means that you will get internship or job in tier 1? There is a there is any kind of surety? Priti Yadav is saying, sir, CGPA 8.1 SEM 1 and 8.83 in SEM 2 is good to write in CV. See, you have to write the CGPA of the last semester only or the last year only. You can't write both the CGPAs. Whatever is your latest CGPA, you have to write that. Utkarsh is saying, so sir, I have done PGD and in IPR and diploma in cyber laws. Can I include? Yes, this can come in the certification part. But then again, the question is why? So how will you justify that why you have done the PGD in IPR only? If your whole CV is about civil laws or criminal laws, your all internships are in civil or criminal sector, or I should say corporate sector, then why have you done IPR? You have to justify only in one line. So how to draft that one line is up to your knowledge.
Then either we include only relevant topics or we prepare the justification for other topics.
No, only the relevant topics. If the certification is only, like Utkarsh has clarified that he has done the PGD, so he has that diploma. There is a certification. In certification part, you only include those topics or those skills which you have the certificate for which any certificate has been issued to you by any renowned or reputed or recognized institution. At the last, I will show you my CV also. My CV is very basic CV. It is ATS friendly. I have interned in LKS, JSA, in many good firms also. So I will show that format at last. Now, please share the next slide. See, skills, legal research, Indian Kanun, SEC, Manupatra. Using SEC, Manupatra, Indian Kanun is not a skill. In legal field, skill is drafting, research. Legal research is a skill. Drafting is a skill. Using of software is a skill. But how you do that is up to you. But if you, under the heading of skills, you write I research case laws using Indian Kanun, it has no value. I research case laws using SEC, Manupatra, so and so. It will not have any value in your CV. CV should always be addition to what you are currently doing. So it should reflect your personality, your knowledge. It should not hold on the things. I remember I was reviewing one CV. In that particular CV, someone has written that I have done the research, and for that research I used SEC online. So what will I do if I am hiring someone? What will I do? Each and every lawyer out there in India is using Manupatra, Indian Kanun. This is not a skill. But for those who are in the first year, yes, using SEC Manupatra is a skill. So you can write it only till your first year only. Because when first year or freshers come for internship, the hiring team looks for such people who knows how to do research. Now the another thing is about languages. See, in languages, we don't always write Hindi, English, Punjabi, French, German, whatsoever. This is a very big misunderstanding. In languages, some of the companies are looking for technical tech languages, which are that Java and all. I am also not very much aware of those languages. I have never worked in that sector, so that's why. But yes, I know this thing because I am in touch with some HRs of the tier 1 firms. So they told me this thing that languages doesn't mean Hindi, English, Punjabi, French, German. That is the native language. There is the another heading for that. In language, either you write language, a semicolon, Hindi, English, Punjabi, whatever you speak, and whatever the other language, if any additional language you know, then write that. And then make another heading, tech languages or IT languages. In that you should write so and so languages. I know. So this is how things work. Now another is the publication and writing. So in the publication sector, the firstly First and foremost thing will be your title of the paper. Now, some write very lengthy title. Don't give such a lengthy title to your paper or the article. Make it very short. After that, write the journal where it has been published. Don't include month or year. After that, just give the particular number. Journal numbers are issued by the particular journal wherever your paper will be published, and do write that, so it will increase your credibility. If you write just like this title of paper, name of the journal or blog, month, and brief, no need to explain. No, there is no need of the description of your particular paper, which whatever you have published. Instead of that, write the number which the journal has given you. Please share the next slide. So extracurricular and positions of responsibility should only be written till third year, not after that. See in college, and you must engage in the committees or the clubs, whatever your college is pursuing with. It creates very good impact to the hiring team, whoever is hiring. And after that, once you are done with the third year, stop writing this, delete this column of extracurricular and positions of responsibility. If you are pursuing 5-year LLB, and if you are pursuing 3-year LLB, delete this column after first year only. It's not needed. This column is total waste for those who are looking for job after third year, or those who are looking for internships after third year. And after that, there is a references. No need to mention references in CV. What I suggest is, whenever you apply to any firm, to any law chamber, to any law office, if you are applying by mail, write one reference or two, not more than 2 references should be there. Write one reference or 2 reference in that particular mail and highlight it, bold it and highlight it. Please share the next slide. Sorry, someone is saying something. Bhagya Lakshmi is saying, sir, if possible, please share a template for law students, those who will going to apply first time, like someone having no experience. I said that I will share my CV at the last. I will screen share that CV. Mohammed Imran, received degree from Mumbai University. Sharma sir, can you share this ATS friendly CV template with us and your CV as well? Garima Sharma is saying, what are references? So references are, for example, in first year or second year, you have interned with someone, some advocate or in some law office, and you have very good bonding with that advocate, or that advocate has a good impression of yours. So you can give his reference in that email, so that whenever you apply next time anywhere else or in any of the firm, so it increases your credibility, and it gives them the impression that yes, you are a diligent person who has already worked in this field. So for that particular purpose, references are asked, not more than that. Some of the hiring teams say that we will call or we will do something. No one has this much time to call on the given number and ask about you. No one has such time. Palak Malvish, sir, should we mention moot court experience after third year? You should mention. I was coming to this point only. Thanks, Palak. You should mention moot courts instead of that extracurricular and position of responsibility from the first year only. And it's a suggestion. Each and every one of you should do moot courts. It gives another level of image. It creates another level of image before the hiring team, before the organization, before the law chamber, or anywhere you are applying. In short, I will say only one thing, that the moot court, whatever national intra college or whatsoever it is, whenever you mention moot court in your CV, it gives the reviewer a proof of advocacy that yes, you are diligently working in the college also, and you will be diligently working in their organization also. Now after that, nowadays the trend is changing from litigation to ADR. You should include that part, that yes, you have worked in ADR, or you have published your research papers in ADR, or you are associated with the ADR committee of your college. See, the tier 1 firms, boutique firms, even corporate in-house teams are looking for those people who know how to work in ADR sector. Very few know how arbitration proceedings work. Very few know how mediation takes place. So include those things which are new in the market. See, legal field is a market, is a very huge market, and you have to stand out. So you should include such things which stand you out from others.
So what is ADR?
ADR is alternative dispute resolution. There are two forms of dispute resolution. One is litigation, one is ADR. In ADR, there comes mediation, arbitration, negotiation, conciliation. I will get back to you in Q&A session. Now, how many of you are targeting for the corporate or in-house CV or in-house roles? Please share the next slide. Aditya is asking how many moot courts in 5-year BLLB. See, Aditya, as per the BCI and the other rules of Bar Council, in 5 years you must have 2 nationals. Now it will be increased to 3, but till now it's 2. See, so for those who are targeting to in-house or corporate roles, again, as I told earlier, your full name should be on top. It should be center aligned, not left aligned. It should be center aligned. Your specialization, your course. Don't write university like this. So for graduating batch, write year. Now don't write city. Instead of city, just make sure you write phone number, email ID, and LinkedIn. After that, no need of photo. It looks very unprofessional. Now final year law student, junior, your profile. Before profile, share educational column. Please share the next slide. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please share the next slide. Now, internship and work experience, company name, firm name, city doesn't matter. Wherever you work, your work matters. After that, reviewed and negotiated vendor service agreement, valued approx. What a company will do if a vendor service agreement is valued at XYZ crores. So you have to write those things I have stated earlier. Also, you have to write those things which reflect your skill, your ability to work upon. You have reviewed. So could anyone tell me how we review the vendor service or any of the agreement? The hiring team has a very basic understanding that yes, a person who is enrolled. See, in-house and corporates are very clear. They don't hire students. They don't allow students to intern which are in their second year or third year, except those who have some kind of source. They will get into this, but who wants to get it into the firm, into corporate sector, in this in-house roles, after third year you should apply. Starting from the 4th year till 5th year you should apply, and it's that particular time only when you will get into these. And the hiring team will have a very basic understanding that if a student is about to graduate or is in 4th year, so he has a basic understanding to review the vendor service agreement or any sort of agreement. Now here it is written one thing, negotiated a vendor service agreement valued at approx so and so amount. See, this statement is false. Even if I will get a CV that yes, I have negotiated an agreement. So hiring team, the organization, the law chambers, the advocates are very precise and very particular. They take a note of each and everything, whatever you have written in the CV. You will say, I have negotiated. How you can negotiate being an intern? So don't make false statement in your CV. It will be rejected outrightly. That's the another thing, but it will hamper, it will temper your reputation. Prepared a compliance checklist. Yes, that's the accurate thing, that prepared a compliance checklist under so and so act, assisted in regulatory filing. Okay, yes, you can prepare a compliance checklist, you can assist in these regulatory filings and everything. Drafted internal legal, all of them is okay. Skills and expertise. Now the legal, what are the skills? Contract drafting and review. Okay, we can say it is a skill. Due diligence. Yes, the due diligence is a skill. Savvy MCA compliance, it's not a skill, it's a compliance, so it cannot be counted in skill. IP basics is skill. Business upon business commercial awareness, cross functional collaborations, project coordinations. Okay, even my suggestion is this: whenever you are approaching for in-house, not for corporate, only for in-house, do mention both separately, that what are your legal skills and what are your business skills. But whenever you are trying, or whenever you are going for a corporate role, don't write business, write only legal part. So there will be no distinction under skills and expertise. There will be mentioned your skills, that whatever you know and how you will move further with that. Please share the next slide. No need to mention achievements and activities, just mention, instead of, see, the heading is not worthy. So you have to change this heading. Instead of achievements and activities, you have to write what you can write instead of achievement and activities. So whenever you approach the corporate or in-house, they will not be concerned with your merit, scholarship, rank, award at university. Publications are reviewed, but they are only considered in corporate roles, not in in-house. Position of responsibility, no need to mention this thing also. So instead of this one heading, you can make two headings. One will be of publication and certification combined, and one will be of your additional work that you, or if you freelance, or if you do any sort of that kind of work, you can mention that. Tanish Thakur sir, should we add certificate copy in our CV? No, you should not add. See, make sure one thing, that whenever you are applying anywhere in the legal field, your CV should not increase 2 pages. The maximum limit of a CV in law is 2 pages. You have to tell each and everything about yourself, your work, your internship experiences, your publications, your moot courts, in those 2 pages only. So make sure to not go beyond that. Please share the next slide. Give me a moment, please. I'm getting a call. Give me a moment. Sorry. Yes. So now another is law firm CV template. So law firm means only tier 1 and tier 2 law firms. Nikhil Weiss. Sir, can you send this PDF on WhatsApp group? Sir, kindly share the CV templates. The moderator, please moderator, look into this and share the CV template in the group. And now the another next thing comes about is the law firm CV template. Okay, so whenever you hear or whenever anyone tells you about law firm, what you think? What image comes before you of the law firm? Anyone? किसी को जाना है लॉ फर्म में कुछ ऐसे? राधा शर्मा woman in black suit uniform. So even if you are an litigation, then also you will see a woman in black suit uniform from morning 9 to evening 8. Okay. Please share the next slide. See, tier 1 firms are very particular regarding the CV. Utkarsh Harvey Spectre. Okay, great. So what I was saying is law firm is very particular and they evaluate the CV very precisely. They use ATS. So they refine your CV before your CV comes to the softwares. And in those, one is ATS. There are many other softwares. Now those softwares are they vary from firm to firm, and we can't name any software because every firm has their own software, or they have formulated some of the system to refine the CVs. They have designated teams to refine the CVs, and now those teams, those softwares are only working that how your CV will look like, how the does your CV shows your ability, your skill. Does that particular CV has a uniformity, a chronology? So now see, this is the accurate form, but in this also there is a one problem. The CGPA is written on top along with year and university. It should not be there. I am repeating again and again. So if any of you has the CV and you have written phone, email ID, city, university, just after your name, edit your CV. It's a wrong format. It will be rejected on the very first moment, on the very initial moment only. Nikhil, let me conclude with the session, then I will address all your questions. Same for the Khushbu. Now, see, this is the table I am talking about. I was talking about actually that how you should write your educational column. Now, before this, they have written institution, degree, year, so and so, so and so. Okay, all good. But do add a serial number column. One column is missing. That is of serial number. It shows chronology. Okay, so see, serial number 1, university or NLU whatsoever it is. The degree, BCom, BA, BBA, LLB only, whatever it is. After that, school name, 12th, then 10th. See, either this table will be in this exact form, or it will be in reversed form, starting from 10th, 12th, or your university. But my recommendation and my suggestion will be that you should write it in this form only, starting from your university name, school name, 12th and 10th. Please share the next slide. And one more thing I would like to tell is, if you want to work in law firm, if you want to work in corporate, if you want to work in in-house or a law chamber or law office, your CGPA doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you guys stop studying, but yes, I am talking very real and practical thing that your CGPA doesn't matter. What matters is your skill, your ability to work, your knowledge, and after these three parameters, your personality, how you carry yourself. If you know how to carry yourself, half of the game you have already won there only. Uh, Moderator, could you please share the next slide? Guys, I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Moderator, I request you to share the next slide, please.
Sir, they have shared.
Mm, No, it was not showing to me. Not this litigation chambers we will take at last. Before this slide, last slide. See now academic achievements. So if you are targeting tier one firms, don't ever try to write your rank, scholarship, gold medal, and such things. But you should mention publication, what you have written, what you have published with the ISN number. The ISN number is the number issued by the journal only. So, but it should be reflected very clearly and very precisely. Don't inculcate it with any other head. Make the heading publication, and in that publication don't write any column, nothing, just one bullet point, first publication, another bullet point, another publication. Now comes the moot court. See, this one thing is seen by each and every organization, whether it is a corporate firm, corporate office, in-house, tier one, tier two firms, law offices, legal chambers. The reason I have told you earlier also, it gives proof of your advocacy, it gives proof of your knowledge, it gives proof that yes, you are diligent, you are hardworking. And one more thing, the more renowned and more good the moot court is, there are more chances for you to be there in the corporate and tier one firms. Now, after that comes the skills. In skills, don't write this legal research, drafting, software, so and so, so and so, if you are applying in the corporate, because corporates are very precise. What they have done, if any one of you have interned or is working or is planning to work in corporate, you guys might know that they have different heads, they have different branches, or one branch is dealing with tax, one branch is dealing with dispute resolution, the another branch is dealing with maritime laws, labor laws, employment laws, service matters, which we say service matters. So when you say I am going to work or I am going to intern in corporate or in tier one firm or wheresoever, in such a big companies or such a big firms, have you ever given a thought under which department or under which head you want to work? If no, then you can't draft a CV accordingly. First, you have to select the niche under which you want to work. Once your niche is decided, only then you can draft a CV accordingly. See, basic CV drafting is still this publication and moot court. What you have to change is your skills. Now, the skill set which is required for the litigation is not required for the compliance. The skill set which is required for the compliance is required in the litigation, but the skill set which is required for the compliance will not be required in the contract drafting or in aviation sector or in service laws. So make sure one thing, that before you approach, before you apply for job or internship at a particular organization, you should be very clear in your mind that what you want to work, under which department you want to work, and what law, what sector you are going to pursue. Only then you can draft a CV. Now what I have done is I am sharing with you guys my personal experience. I have interned in litigation chambers, which we say chamber practice, or I have interned in law offices. I have interned in corporate firms. No, I have not interned in corporate. I have interned in tier two firms, and I have interned in tier one firms without any source. What I have cracked, I am telling you that just change your skill set every time when you apply. according to the forum, according to the requirement of that particular workplace. That's all. That is the whole thing you need to do. Basic CV structure, I have already told you, it will be till the moot code. Bhagalakshmi, sir, I am in final year, so and so, so and so. For that, I have done 100 plus emails on LinkedIn and different platform. But okay, I will give I will brief you guys about how to draft a cover letter. So that will be covered in that, Bhagalakshmi. Okay, please share the next slide. Now, litigation chambers. See, there are number of litigation chambers. Now, some are very vigilant about the CVs or the applications which they receive, and some are very casual, to be very honest. They don't pay heed much to the applications. They just randomly pick 4 or 5 students, or as per their vacancy, whatever the number is, as per the occupancy of that particular office. Please share the next slide. So the above part, your full name, degree, and all that will be the same, not like this. Yes, but those who are enrolled should write the bar council and enrollment number like this. If enrolled so and so, so whatever the number you will get, you should write that. After that, objective is not needed. We mostly avoid this objective part, because whenever you start your CV with certain paragraph, whenever you start your CV with any sort of paragraph, there are high chances of getting it rejected. The educational part, I have already told you that you should make it in the tabular form. Please share the next slide. Now, yes, whenever you are going to intern in chamber, or you are going to apply for a job in chamber, what they will see is, have you ever interned or ever worked under a practicing advocate who has chamber? In which year we should start our internship? Rakshita, you should start your internship in first semester itself. So the chamber or the particular workplace will see that, have you ever worked in such an environment? See, the environment you will get in the corporate or in tier 1 firm is very different, and that as compared to litigation chamber. End moment filing, end moment chaos, you have to handle everything on your own. So now, if you have ever interned in chamber, assisted in matters pending before so and so, don't write it like this. The organization or the hiring team is not concerned that where the matter was listed for that advocate. They are just concerned that what you have learned from that particular internship. Yes, that another point, the second point, drafted plaints, written statements, applications, and writ petitions. Don't over exaggerate it. If you are in second year, how could you draft a writ petition? It's nearly impossible. So don't over exaggerate your CV. Conducted legal research, good for chamber practice. If you write it like this, conducted legal research on so and so topic or so and so proposition, it's pretty good. Now here I have one suggestion. Whenever you give a specific point that I have conducted a legal research on so and so topic, so use a bit of chat GPT and make that whole topic precise and catchy enough कि जब कोई पढ़े तो उसको समझ लग जाए कि हाँ यार किया है इसने काम किया है. After that, attended and observed court hearings, no need to mention this, but yes, you can't attend the court hearings, you can only observe them. So you should write, I have observed the court hearings. No need to write this number of matters whatsoever. Please share the next slide. It will be continued from the another internship wherever you have done. Court exposure. So for litigation chambers, for law offices, court exposure is a must. If you have attended Supreme Court, High Court, any of the tribunal, any of the forum, do mention it, but not like this. It is a very straightforward. What will I do that if you have attended or observed the proceedings in the Supreme Court? The advocate who is going to hire you is observing those proceedings. It's not observing, is practicing before those forums on every day, on everyday basis. What will he do? So you should write it in such a way by using the help of chat gpt or any other software that it should look very catchy and it should attract the person who is going to keep you as an intern or who is going to hire you. Academic record is not necessary. Moot court and publication is anyways and every time necessary. Please share the next slide. I think it's done. There is no slide left after this. I think it's done. There is no slide after this. So, what I am skills I have told you, references I have already explained that what are references. Skills I have already explained. See, in this skill heading, there is a one point of procedure. See, the procedure is never the skill. Procedural law is your ability to interpret and evaluate the law. It can't be counted as skill. Now, how to interpret that law is skill. But if you write a procedure, CPC, CRPC, I have worked on CPC, I have worked in CRPC, and now if I say whenever you file bail application, it's filed under CRPC, then now BNSS. It's not a skill. It's a everyday procedure. So after this, is there any other slide after this? So one thing, last thing is this, that your job, wherever you are going to or wherever you want to work, depends on your CV. Is a myth. Your CV decides where you will work. The reality is this, that how in the way how you will draft your CV will land you to such a place. So your drafting your CV is the deciding authority of your job. Now, if anyone is having any kind of question or anything, you can ask. I have worked in another field such as offshore sales and developed skills like communication. Should I include? Khushbu, see, if you write communication as a skill, so it is, see, it is a skill for lawyers, but it's a very basic skill. But yes, if you are in your first year or second year, so then you can inculcate that yes, you have developed the communication skills from the offshore sales. So you have to mend your ways to put your thing. You can't be this straightforward in your CV that yes, I have communication skills. Every lawyer has the communication skills. Tanishq, sir, what about connections? When you start working in the field, you will develop all the connections. And if you are like, could you please explain me what kind of connections you want to ask or what are you trying to say? I'm not able to get your question. Nikhil Weiss is saying, sir, how can I build a CV with no experience for freshers who just joined law school? So for freshers, I have told earlier also that you should write 12th marks, 10th marks, and then your last semester CGPA. And the heading will be your name, your mobile number, email ID, in which email ID should be very professional and formal. And after that, your LinkedIn ID, create a LinkedIn account, be active on LinkedIn. After that, if you have done any sort of internship, social internship, write that. And after that, if there is any publication, any blog, any article you have written, include that thing. And it will be enough for the first years.
Sir, can you please explain a little bit about cover letters?
Yes, I'm coming to that also. So, give me a moment, please. Sir, does JAG require CV? JAG requires skill set. And in layman, we can say you should have your own aura. You will crack the JAG. Utkarsh, also sorry to interrupt, but use context references. Any unfair advantage you will get best to everyone. Use context references. So, Utkarsh, what are you trying to say? Sarita, sir, we are supposed to draft the CV according to the practice area. I interned mainly in criminal and civil law, but now I want to work in business law. So, see, if you have worked in criminal and civil, but now you want to work in business law like M&A, IBC, so it's a completely different skill set. You have to get a basic understanding, basic knowledge of that particular subject matter. Once you, in which year you are, Sarita? Okay, so Riya Tag is saying, can you repeat? I short for corporate CV. What skills we include in CV? See, for corporate CV, what matters is your the skill set for the corporate will include how you evaluate the agreements, how you draft, how you negotiate. Basic skill set in the corporate sector is negotiation. If you know how to negotiate, and if you are a good communicator, then nothing else is required for the corporate sector. So I'm talking about the nepotism in legal field. Every first generation lawyer, including me, is dealing with that nepotism. Sorry, but I can't help in that because I am suffering from the useful. See, Garima, they are not that useful, but yes, if you are in the first year, you will have something in your hand to put on your CV. Even I have done online internships, nothing bad in that. No, nothing, no harm will be there. Sarita, final year. So, Sarita, if you are in your final year, you have basic understanding of corporate law. Company, which we say Companies Act is there. So, read Companies Act and pick up some ingredients from the Companies Act and put them on the chat gpt, and it will give you a sort of 2 or 3 or 4 5 skills which you can add it in your CV. But yes, you have to read it from the Bear Act only, or any of the commentary if you can get it. Nikhil, why, sir, can we attach any kind of certificate on CV? Nikhil already told you that we should not attach any kind of certificate on CV. It is not required. But there are some forms which say that yes, you should have to attach. So whenever we mail them, we attach with the mail. Now coming to the the field you have worked in. Just write that, and after that, write that I am attaching my CV for your kind perusal. That's all. Between 100 word paragraphs, very small paragraphs.
Sir, what about the references? Where should be?
See, references should be included at last. I am attaching or I am giving a few references for your perusal or for your information, and then at last the references will be there.
Correct, sir. Correct. Thank you, sir.
Now, if you guys want, though, I can give you a sample of cover letter also. I have one my own sample which I was using, and I have studied the subject in my courses. So, Sarita, yes, I have told that only that you have studied these subjects, and just go through them once again and pick certain ingredients from each and every important section. That will be your skill set, and learn from YouTube. I am trying to say that contacts can get you anywhere. Ask people for it without hesitation. Yes, Utkarsh is right. If see, telling you from my personal experience, till fourth year, last semester of the fourth year, also I was not ready to use my contacts, but now my college is over and I am practicing. So if you guys have your contacts, if you guys have sources, do use them. Gosh, the richer I have experienced in litigation. Now I have completed LLM and IPR, and now I want to work in IPR. So, Akash, there are many opportunities in IPR. You should pursue in IPR only. And if you have LLM, you will be given preference. Khushbu, sir, would it be possible to connect with you so I can share the CV I have prepared and get your feedback on it? Khushbu, it moderator will tell me am I supposed to give my credentials or not? Is moderator there in the session? Good
Yes,
evening.
sir.
Khushbu wants to like Khushbu is saying it is possible to connect with you so I can share the CV. So am I allowed to share my credentials or not?
You can, sir.
Okay, okay. I'll drop my WhatsApp number here, so you can connect me, or I'll give my email ID also. Priya Tyagi, thank you, sir. Neeta, so Neeta, sir, do we have to attach internship? No, I have explained that you don't need to attach any of the certificate. Nitya Sharma, hello, sir. I am second year BBA LLB student. Currently, I am building skills and portfolio related to US paralegal and US personal injury and compliance related work. So, how can I draft my CV according to US form? See, Aditya, this is very different topic which you are asking now. What softwares and what experiences a US firm requires are totally different from what Indian firms require. So, what I will suggest you is uh, keep the basic format of the CV same. And if you are trying to get into the US firms, then you have to participate in the international moot courts instead of national. And other than that, you should develop unique skill sets which are required by the US firms. So, but I have observed one thing so far. US firms are hiring paralegals from India only. So they don't require any CV. They just require a good skill set, good knowledgeable person who can work for them at a reasonable rate. So that's all. After that certificate, your request on Utkarsh, I have sent you a request on LinkedIn. Okay, I'll check afterwards. Shagun sir mentioned LinkedIn ID too. Okay. Moderator, I request you to please give my LinkedIn ID in the chat box. Rest credentials I will provide. Tanishq Thakur, sir,
I have
without the
shared, sir.
text. Okay. Danish Thakur, sir, without attaching certificate, how can I prove that I am participated in particular thing? So, what you are trying to prove? If you have a certain certificate, you don't need to prove it. If they want to check that you are lying or not, so they will demand you directly. They will demand from you it directly. It's not needed to attach. See, whatever you write is not needed to be proved also. If you are saying that yes, I have done the certificate course on cyber laws, so it doesn't mean ki I am attaching that particular certificate of cyber laws. If any firm or if any organization wants to verify the facts of my CV, they will send you an email and they will demand all the documents. Sir, I am in BA LLB third year. I am doing internship in firm, but now I cleared CS executive. Great. So should I write my internship experience on my CV for CS trainee? Yes, yes, you should write, and you should also in educational column only you should mention that CS executive cleared. If you want, you can mention the marks or whatever you there is. After that, thank you so much, sir, for today's session. Anytime. Bit of thanks. Thank you. Many people suggest lying in the CV. Should we take the risk? See, don't ever go with the what others are saying. Even when I was interning, many of my seniors, many of other people told me, लिख दे कुछ नहीं होता. मेरे को पता है ये सब होता है कि हाँ बोल देते हैं लोग, लिखते लिखते कौन देख रहा है, बट जो देखता है ना वो फिर अच्छे अच्छे से एक एक चीज को देखता है. तो डोंट एवर लाई ऑन योर सीवी. यस, यू कैन एग्जेजरेट अ बिट. अब इतना भी नहीं एग्जेजरेट कर देना कि आप फर्स्ट ईयर में हो, फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में हो और आप बोल रहे हो कि मैंने रिट पिटीशन ड्राफ्ट की है, मैंने कोर्ट प्रोसीडिंग्स अटेंड की हैं. जो चीज पॉसिबल नहीं है वहां पे नहीं जाना. Simran, hello sir, I have sent you a request on LinkedIn. Okay. So any other question? Anyone? Great. I think we should conclude it.
Okay, thank you, sir. As we come to end of this session, I would extend my heartfelt gratitude to Advocate Rakshit Kapoor, sir, for taking the session to share valuable knowledge and practical guidance on CV drafting. Your insights have certainly helped our participants understood how to present their academic and professional journey effectively. Before you leave, we will request everyone to kindly fill out the feedback form in the chat box. Your feedback will help us organize more meaningful and impactful session in futures. And now let's take a virtual photograph. I request everyone to kindly switch on their cameras and join us for a quick picture.
I think Shagun has one question before photograph. I would like to address that. Shagun is asking, sir, can we mention online internship and experience column? Yes, you can mention your online internship experiences. No worries in that.
Wonderful. Thank you everyone for joining us today. We hope to seeing you again in the upcoming sessions. Have a great evening ahead. Stay connected with the